Greetings, fellow crafters. 'Tis I, your Hello Queen. Welcome back to my court. Welcome if you're new. In this video, I'm going to go ahead and dekit the moon storage piece that I recently finished. Stick around, and we'll get to that. Okay, so it's been a minute. I actually went and had a shower and did other stuff, and now I'm back. So this painting was relatively monochromatic, mostly blacks and browns and greens, and I suppose some grays. So let's get these out here. This is all of my trash, so not a lot. But let's get this into the trash skull. And then we'll set this up and out of the way to return containers to it when we have them. Okay. So this is going to be a little harder to do with. Okay. I think I'm just going to get the colors out that are in this painting. No pink, no red, no orange. That might class as a yellow. There's a couple of light, almost whites or greens that might be as a yellow. I don't think there's anything blue. Gray, there's some that are similar. Brown, we for sure have. Green, and no purple. Okay, set that over there for now. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we've got for greens. Most of these are pretty bright. We've got a few different greens. I don't think we're going to get much out of this one. So that's a green. Doesn't match any of the ones there. Any of these? These are more in the greeny gray. No, nothing close. No. Oh, these are all too bright a green. Wait a second. I still think that's too bright, but let's drop one on. That's really similar. Okay. Well, we got one. And since these are round, I can just put them together. Holy crap, I'm getting them everywhere. Drills overboard. Okay. So none of the rest of these greens fit with the greens that I have in here. That's fine. Okay. Brown. That one I might find is close to one of the browns in here. These all look a little too caramelly. Okay, that was already a green. Those are all grenishes. Nothing close to brown there. 938. Definitely too dark. Nope. No. And no. Okay. So none of the browns. So far we'll only put one of the non-DMC colors away. And that's fine. We have gray. There's a couple in there that I could see being sort of a greeny gray, although none of these have any greeny to them. Nope. 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 Definitely not. Okay. And I'm willing to bet no yellows. This was kind of a reach, but because this one kind of looks a little yellow, but no, I would probably have classed it as green. None of those. All right. Okay. So that's the end of the non-DMC. That didn't take too long. Now I get to actually put these away, and I'm throwing a wrinkle in. I'm going to link in the eye, and I'll have it down below, as a video that 4Kids at 147 put out where she's revamping her spare storage again. She's doing it for a variety of reasons, but I don't agree with all of them. One thing I do agree with is that my labels that are in my spare storage are practically illegible. So I have made labels that I'm going to put on my spare storage bags. And I'm going to put bags in everything. Now, I'm not going to do that all today because we're going to be here forever and I'm not even sure I have enough bags. I like she's redoing it with some brand new bags that are 4mm thick so that she doesn't have to do the bag inserts. I really don't want to buy more plastic bags. If I can get away with it. There's a lot of plastic bags out there. I really don't want to buy more. I've got plastic bags. They work fine. And using a paper product as an insert to help keep them upright, that works for me still. But the labels are messy, and I did like that once she started having bags, even if they were empty, with the sticker on them in between each of the containers, which I'm going to have to rearrange because I have the wrong ones. In between each of the dividers, then it was easier to see the dividers because there was space in between them. Okay. Okay, that's the first of the two. And that one is special drills and diamond dots, which I don't need for this. Okay. So I am going to be following that in my way. And that's not to say that she's doing it wrong. She isn't doing it wrong. It's her damn system. She can do it any way she wants. I actually like the fact. I'm flipping this box around because I don't like that the finger pull is at the back. Because I do eventually want to put these on a shelf. Right now they're sitting on top of a filing cabinet, and I don't like that. I want these to be on a shelf. So I'm going to flip these around. Very carefully. Oh, this is going to be a disaster. Yep. I'm going to pause you, and I'll flip this around, and I will bring it right back. Because, yeah, screw it. Might as well do it on camera. Okay. So that's the 100s. Here's the 200s. I'm going to have to re-put all this stuff back together anyway. Yes, I have boats separating the hundreds. Don't at me. Okay. There's the first few of the 300s. thing with these kinds of systems is you have to kind of make them the way it makes sense to you. So for her, she takes it, she has 2 Heaven and Earth design projects going along, both of which are more ambitious than the one that I'm working on. And she takes all the spares that are in those projects and puts them into a separate container, which I do not do. But mine is only partially based on spares, so maybe I'd feel differently if it was based more on my spares. Okay. 400. 300. And 400s. Okay. Flip that around. So yeah, I'm going to be relabeling all my bags. And I'm going to be... I'm not going to do it all in this video. That's not going to happen. I wasn't even intending to do this in this video. Okay. So I'm going to put that back in. And we'll put the rest of these 700s odds back in as we get there. Okay. The reason why I don't like doing this, I don't like doing big projects to fix things in my stash, is because it takes so damn long. So damn long. Okay. So the first one I have in here is actually the 310s, which is a little bit difficult because I actually have like many bags of 310s. So I'm going to be peeling off the old labels on bags where it doesn't wreck the bag to do it. But I still want to use the bags that I have. Okay, let me find the new label. And this will be another fun exercise because these are all over the place. Do I know what I'm doing? No, not really. So I need... Oh, good God. I need 310 in square. Where's the 310 in round? Really? See, I have all of them. 150, 168. Square. I really should have put these in separate bags. Sort things out. Be prepared. Well, I kind of harebrainedly decided to do this. 341, 310. Okay. This may take longer than I had expected. Okay, so 310. Where's my scissors? Somewhere in this mess. There's scissors. Okay. So 310. Round. It's going to go on here. And I actually have like a container and a half of 310 in round that needs to go in. So hopefully it's going to fit in that bag, because it's actually quite a bit of 310. I have another bag of 310 round. I'm not going to make a new label for it. At least not at this juncture. There are very few colors that I have so much of that I would need a second bag. 310 really is one of the only ones. So printing up a whole nother thing for one label doesn't make any sense. Okay, this bag is like super full. Okay, so 310 round, 310 round, 310 square. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these, come on, is I'm going to peel up the very edge and cut off this excess sticky. And there's a reason I'm doing this, other than just to drive myself crazy. But the reason I'm doing this is because that way I can slice almost all the way through and still get the actual sticker free. So 310 in square. See if this label will peel up. And it does! Yay! Okay. So 310 was probably a bad one to start with, because I have a million 310. Okay, so the next color I have is 319. Because they're so close together, I'm going to do all of the intervening colors. So 311. I have none bags. So I have some bags already here that have the inserts in them. So I'm going to label them. .311 round and .311 square. Now, 4Kids at 147 does sell labels. You don't have to go through the craziness of making your own if you want to sell them and wait for them to ship. I'm too impatient for that. Hers look way nicer than mine too, so you know that might be an idea if you're into that sort of thing. Okay, so I have a 312 round and a 312 square. Cool. Will they come up? Oh, they do. Okay. So the one thing I do like about the formula bags that she has is the durability. Some bags are better at wear and tear than others, and these ones, anything that's red like this came from a kit. And those are really meant to be one and done. You throw some drills in it and that's it. There really isn't any other thing to them. Will this one come off without ripping the bag? No. Okay. So let's get a fresh bag. This bag has served its purpose. They're really thin ones, they will not stack up to having labels redone. So all I literally did to make these is take a spreadsheet I already had that had all the DMC colors on it and copied the column out for the DMC numbers with, and made another column next to it that had R next to it. Then copied that spreadsheet out. Okay. 312. 315 is new. Do not have bags for 315. So 315 square. Let's tilt that up just a touch so you can see more what I'm actually doing. 315 round. I had a train of thought, and now it's gone. And then I copied the spreadsheet. I copied the sheet to another sheet. On that one, I just did a find and replace for all the S's and made them R's. All the R's and made them S's. I think I did rounds first. So 316. I have a bag of round. Is this going to let me? Oh, it will, but it looks like the bag was almost like perforated. So we are doing 2 new bags. These are bags that I got from the Pink Raspberry. They were the ones that my diamonds from my Light Fury and Night Fury. Came in, and they are good quality. So when I peeled the labels that the Pink Raspberry put on the bags off, the bags were still more than usable. So I used them. Yeah, there's almost like a perforation at the top of that one. When I tried to peel the label off, it just tore down that line. Weird. Okay. 316 in round. And that bag is now defunct. Okay. So 316 is not like that. Okay, 317. The color I'm waiting for is 319. So 317 I have in both square and round. This one is a good bag, so it should be, yep, came right off. And that one is on the floor, as well as my tray and the floor. Anyway, okay, this is 317, but it was actually strong enough to put up with me ripping the sticker off it without transforming or warping or ripping, so we will stick with that. So 317. I'm sorry, unless of course John's wife is not. Okay. Okay, that one's an empty bag. I must have that in my Heaven and Earth Designs. And I just dumped what was in the bag in the container. This going to, no, it's ripping. Okay. So, nope, the insert's still good. The bag is good. Okay. So 318 square. I might have to do this with the round too. We'll find out. Because with that, I'll actually have to transfer them. So yeah, if the bag will hold up to me peeling the sticker off and putting a new one on, then I will leave the sticker as is. I will leave it in the bag that it's in. If the bag rips or significantly deforms as I peel the sticker off, I will have to replace the bag. Because I still want to use up these bags that they send me. I don't like them just going to waste. And while I do end up buying bags as needed to dekit things, I like the idea of using up a resource that I already have. And like the sticker paper that I printed out on this, that's a resource I already had. I can go out and buy it, or at least not specifically for this. Okay, so 319 is the color that's actually in here. And I have neither bag. Okay. So 319 round. Perfect. This can come off. I can go over there. Okay, and I need the square labels, which are somewhere. There they are. Okay. So the next color I have is 368. I'm not going to go through all of the other colors between 319 and 368. I may eventually. I'm not doing that today. I will eventually. I'm not doing that today. Okay. So 368. That precludes those ones. So 368, I have neither back. Alright, where are my labels? So I need the label that has 368 for both square and round. 368 square. And 900, 3,000, 368 round. Okay. Alright, so again, with the round I've already done it. With the square I'm going to do it. So I'm going to cut away a bunch of the sticky. The main reason I'm doing this is to keep them together because I'm not doing them in one straight stretch. Pay no attention to the creature inside my wood stove. And the spinning of my washing machine. Okay. So we need 2 bags because I have neither in there. I'm going to do 368. In square. And 368 in round. And drum on the floor. Fantastic. Okay. 368 in round. And I take this one. So we're now 21 minutes into this, and I put away 3 colors. Yay! Okay, so 368. In round. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so next one is 471, so I'm not doing ones in between because that would be ridiculous. We'd be here all day. Down, creature. 471. I got nothing in 471. So again, we're doing both. And again, we're switching labels. Okay. 471. That's 600s. That's 700s. That's 100s. 453. 471 in the square. Okay. 3,000. I gotta do something about this. This is making things extra complicated. 471. Forgot what I was looking for there for a second. Oh boy. This is making things needlessly complicated. There's up to 453, so it's gotta be in here somewhere. 8, 4, 471. So again, the round's already got it done, but I still need to do the square. So I'm going to peel up, extra sticky, hold it forward, and very carefully cut it off. Okay. Maybe slide down there. And 471 square. So we had an interesting Friday. Today is now Monday. And the Friday was interesting. Nope, that's round. Bad girl. 471. It started with me desperately avoiding YouTube because all of the spoilers for WandaVision, and then my hubby came home, and the girls came home, and we watched WandaVision, and we got the reveal that, and I'm going to say spoilers right now, if you're not caught up with WandaVision, go do that, but It's not much of a reveal because anyone who was aware of the character Agatha Harkness and that could spoil something for already kind of guessed that Agnes was Agatha Harkness, who is a witch from the comics who has a history with Scarlet Witch. So a lot of people are going, okay, well, we've now seen who the big bad is. It's got to be. I'm sitting there going, yeah, you know, I still think she's working for someone. I don't think this is all her. Maybe, but I don't think so. We still got 2 episodes to go. I think there's a bigger bad out there. And I could be wrong. I really could be. I am not the foremost authority on comic books. Believe me, I'm not. Four, 3. Okay. Since I have to put these back in, might as well do these. Okay. So those don't go far enough. I need 7, 4. Next color I need is 7, 7, 2. So the whole Agatha all along thing, I still don't think that's all of what's going on. 7, 4, 1. No. I need 7, 4, 3. My thought is I have to handle them, so I might as well deal with them while I'm handling them. Eight. 7, 8, 2 is after what I'm looking for. 9, 4, 6, 9, 6, 2, 9, 3, 9, 8, 9, 9. Okay, there's the round. And the square. And there's 7, 7, 2 all the way down there. So there really isn't much in the 760s or the 750s. So this, even though we're thinking 743 going to 742 sounds like it's going to be a lot, it's not as much as you think it might be because there's a lot of numbers that get skipped. Okay. I do like Agatha Harkness. I'm glad that she's in here. I'm glad that we've now revealed that it's her. But I do think that she's working for someone. It's either Mephisto, who is the Hays Code version of the devil, who they have name dropped a few times in subtle things like the devil's in the details, and Quicksilver in the Halloween episode yells at the twins, "Go forth, ye demons, spawn," which means that they might follow the comic storyline where the twins are actually part of Mephisto's, aka the devil, parts of his soul. But they've also talked about nightmares and stuff like that a fair bit too, and talked about Wanda's hexes being a dream. So it may be Nightmare, which is another Marvel villain. It may be both. Who knows? Why stop there? Or maybe they won't reveal that now, and they'll reveal that Agatha was actually working for them later in a later thing. So, I don't know. We'll see. I trust Kevin Feige. He has made 20 odd movies and over 10 years of this entertainment and has done not flawless, but nobody could do flawless, so that's not the bar I'm putting in, of entertainment. Round. 743. So we also got to see Monica Rambeau's powers, whether or not she's going to call herself Photon or Spectrum, or whether she really has a superhero name at the end of this, because Scarlet Witch doesn't really in the MCU. 744. I need a fresh bag for square and this bag for round. So I don't know what they're going to do. I do think that we will ultimately find that Agatha Harkness is working for somebody, whether we will in the context of WandaVision, still undetermined. But Monica has seen, she has got powers. That was a pretty cool reveal of her powers as she forces her way back into the hex. So that's awesome. That's a thing. It's a thing I'm happy about. That's good to rip. Okay. What about this one? Is this one going to come off nicely? Ooh, it is. 745 round. But the square needs a new bag. And I need to not throw diamonds everywhere. Can you see? Yeah. So this needs to go into one of these bags. I did buy a bunch of bags too. I know I said I didn't want to buy bags, but I was looking at the 4 mil bags that the other Rebecca had, and the cheapest I could get the 1,000 I would need was about 40 bucks. And I really didn't want to spend that. And I checked a lot of different places. I'm not saying I won't eventually do that, but I kind of don't want to. I understand the urge to want to do it. But I like my method of repurposing things. Seven, 4, 5. 7, 4, 6. Which I have in round. Label an empty bag for the square. I think ultimately, even though it's making the process today take longer, this will make my dekitting process shorter. So yes, I'm spending a lot of time now. 7, 4, 7. I have neither square nor round. So square. And honestly, if seeing everything laid out perfectly in lovely bags with all that stuff is important to you, by all means, spend the money. The people who can decide what your spending priorities are is really the person that you are, or the person and the people that you need to support. That's another thing, is I think my husband would probably blow a gasket if I told him I was spending $30 on baggies when I had some. But their prettier baggies wouldn't fly. They just wouldn't. No, that's not going to come off nicely. Okay. So 754 in round is going to go in this empty bag. And 754 in square is going to go in another empty bag. And I'm going to take the insert out of this one. I'm just going to put it here, which I will eventually stick in with my other inserts. Come on. Come on. Come on. One or two more. Yeah, good enough. Okay. So 754 in square. There we go. They might actually be 4mm bags, these ones. Like I said, they're from the Pink Raspberry. I don't know what grade of bag that they use there. They're quite sturdy. But they came with just the DMC numbers on them. And so when I did that painting, I peeled those stickers off and the bags were perfectly fine. So I was like, man, I'll hold those and reuse them. They're nice. Okay, so 758. You have the same problem. Yeah, the whole plastic is stretching. So that's going to rip a hole. Okay, so 758 in round. Go on there. Go in there. And then in square. Why throw out bags that are perfectly good? This kind of system is really made for what you need it to be. Now I understand that one of the reasons that the other Rebecca pulls all of her Heaven Art Design stuff out is that she has one controlled place to go to for her spares when her stuff goes out. And I kind of have that for most of my colors, since many of my colors for my Heaven Art Designs came from a kit that I had purchased. And that I'm keeping separate. Okay, so 760. But the other reason is that way she doesn't have to go flipping through these and finding out what she needs, what she doesn't need, and that sort of thing. And she doesn't accidentally give away colors that she needs. She takes them right out of her spares. So if somebody goes, hey, do you happen to have any more of X color? I'm kind of running low. She doesn't accidentally give away something that she needs. I am ordering in some colored paper clips that I'm going to put on here for the colors for my Heaven and Earth designs. With my thinking being, that way I know if I'm looking in my spares, goes, oh wait, that's a Heaven and Earth Designs color. No, I shouldn't volunteer to send somebody that color. I could be in deep crap if I do that. $7.60 in round. I didn't have any of, so I'll go on an empty bag. $7.61. I have none of. So, 2 bags. Alike in dignity. $61. Square and round coming together. Mass hysteria. Oh wait, that's not the quote. Of course I know that's not the quote. It's like my favorite movie ever. Yeah. Yes, Ghostbusters is one of my favorite movies ever. I don't think anything will ever displace it. I was so disappointed in 2021. In 2021, the new Ghostbusters was postponed because that trailer gave me chills, and I so want to see that movie. The movie that they made with the female Ghostbusters, I didn't like as much. I still went and saw it. I still went to see it, and I still think most of the internet's overreacting over it. But it did not hold a candle to the original. It did some interesting things that I liked. Not going to say it didn't. $7.72. Okay, first let's see if this bag will hold up. Hey, look, it will. Since it will, I'm going to very carefully pour those in. $7.72 round. And $7.72 square. I liked some of the things they did with it. I thought they went in interesting directions with it. I thought they were way overplaying their hand with how early they revealed things. Because I didn't like what they did with the villain. Well, we'll just put it that way. I didn't like what they did with the villain. I thought the villain was stupid. I didn't like it at all. I'm not gonna apologize for that. I didn't like it. I thought they could have done way better. They bungled his reveal, in my opinion. They could have done him right. I didn't like how they gave the audience information that the characters didn't have, and sometimes you can do that, but not as heavy-handedly as they did there. That would have been a much, there was better ways to do that, and I don't feel they did a good job of that. I'm happy to see this going back into Jason Reitman's hands, since Ivan Reitman was the original. That doesn't make Jason Reitman the right person to do this, but I do think it'll be handled better. And from what I've seen, I think it is going to be handled better. 776. Okay. 831 is the next one I have, so I've got a bit. Okay. So 776. I have neither squares nor rounds. So rounds is good. I have all of these baggies. That are left over from kits that I'm going to use in here. I got them. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm going to use them. They do need a little extra help standing up. They're not heavy-duty thick things, but they're here, and they were my favorite price. So I'm going to use them. Okay, 777. I have in round. That pulled the plastic slightly, but not a lot. So I'm going to go with it. 777 in round. But I need a bag for square. Yeah, so if you're interested in how this all works, I do have all of the spare storage stuff that 4Kids at 147 does on her channel linked in the description. I always do when I'm showcasing this because this is her baby that she has started. She and I have parted ways in a couple of different directions, but the basics still start with her. 778, which I have in round. I have in round, but I need to make a bag for square. The other thing that she wants to do is take some of them out of her spare storage and put them in a separate spot to give them away. I don't think I want to do that because then I have multiple places to reference that. And she says she doesn't know if she's going to do another Heaven and Earth Designs. I already know I want to, so I'm quite happy keeping everything together, even if it means going up to another box, which I think I'm going to have to do, especially now that I'm doing this. $7.79. I have square and I have round. Yeah, that's ripping badly. Okay. That, on the other hand, came off nice and smooth. So, $7.79 in round. You go in there. 779 square. I need a new bag for it. And 831 is my next one, so I've still got a ways to go. This is a smaller bag than I had. It's going to fit nicely in there. No, it's not. That is one unfortunate part about using whatever bags are to hand, is that the inserts that I cut don't always fit. I cut them to fit the most common one that's in here, which is the ones I get from Dollarama, of which I do actually have 3 new packages of that I picked up, but I want to use up the 3 bags. Come on. Yes, I know. Okay, these aren't going to come out nicely inside the bags, so we'll put them in the tray. Okay. Alright, so this is $7.79, I think, per square. Ah, we're getting there. What was the tagline for the new? I'm trying to think. Was it Afterlife? Was it Ghostbusters Afterlife? Is that the new one? Might be. I am looking forward to that, because I am a nerd. But unlike a lot of people, I'm a literary nerd. I know my literary stuff, and so while some nerds get hung up on minutia, I can see I'm more inclined to see how things work in a narrative function. Which is why many Trekkies get very upset with me when I call the Vulcans and Romulans space elves, but honestly, that's kind of what they are. They're otherworldly beings who are better than humans. More noble, longer lived, have passed by human accomplishment. They fulfill the same function as elves do in they fulfill the exact same function as elves do in fantasy media. So I calls it like I sees it. And that's not to say that I don't like Star Trek. I do like Star Trek. It was the first fandom I was ever really a part of. I was 8 years old in 1987 when the Next Generation came out, and it was a weekly event in my house. We all sat down in front of the TV and watched Star Trek: The Next Generation. That was a thing that we all did. I had a command uniform, red and black jumpsuit. I even went to a Trek convention when I was 12. I even went to a Trek convention and got a replica communicator badge and a ensign pin. I couldn't afford all of the pips to get the captain, but I get a single full pip for an ensign. And that is how far back my nerddom goes. Okay, I now need new stickers because the ones I had, I ran out of. Okay, 782 in square, sitting right on top there. Perfect. Okay. Okay, 777. 7. Wrong side of the sevens. Bigger side of sevens. 6, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 9. That's 3,000s. That's 300s. 3,000s. There's 782. Okay. This has become a long video. It's become a really, really long video. Okay, so 782 in round. Comes off without a hitch. I didn't do the sticky thing. We'll see if that actually makes a difference in how long this takes me. 782 round. I was hoping that would be a shortcut, but now will this come off nicely? Nope. See, it ripped it. Exactly what I was afraid of. Okay. So, I take my cute little drawer. Yes, that is a giant container of Durex. No, it does not contain anything Durex in it any longer. I like to repurpose things. So once it was empty, it got repurposed to something else. It now holds, what are they called? The easy release hooks, Rubbermaid adhesive. Actually, they're not Rubbermaid, they're 3M. Oh, that's annoying. It's not coming to me. Anyway, any of them I get goes in there to keep them all together in one container. And yes, it did originally contain what you think. Yes, that is a ridiculous container of what you think. But understand that I couldn't take oral birth control, so. And we were together 10 years before we had my oldest. So we bought those at Costco. 783. 783. I'm kind of getting bored of this. If I'm getting bored of this, you're probably really getting bored of this. So since I've started this one, I'm going to finish it, but I think after that I'm going to put the rest of these in and continue as normal. 783 round. Stick. Not puckered a bit, but it did come off. Okay, so let's get these in here. I can always go through and do these while I'm watching people live, which is way more entertaining. Okay, so let's get these back in here. 799 and the tray. And all right, I know some of those fell out, so 800. I'll put the cards in order. 814 definitely goes there. 816. If these are out of order, I will figure it out as I go. 815. Do I not have an 815 card anymore? Did it disappear? 817. 814. 813. 815 is a color. I got it. Oh, what is this? 815. Okay. All right. So the next color I have is 831. Is that in here? No. All right. Okay. We'll just set the plug for that over there now. These need to go in here. I need to find the ones that have 831 in them, because these aren't them. Three thousand, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 400, 500, 600. Those go to 830. There's 831. 50. I think 31 is there. Okay. Why did I do that? That was dumb. Okay. Okay, so 831 should be in the front of this 829. 830, 831. I got nothing. Okay, so we're going to grab 2 bags. I'm going to grab 2 inserts, and I just drop that on the floor. Okay. Okay. 831. Come on. There we go. 831 in the square. I do not need. So I'm going to stick that in there. Now, when I pulled these out, when I printed these out, I printed them out on regular 8.5 by 11 sticker sheets, which I then trimmed down with my trimmer. And then I cut them into sections to make them better fit into the container that I dumped on the floor. What's that? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, hey, there's a bag of 814 right on the floor. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. It's going to fall again. It's going to fall again. 831 round, which I have right here. Okay. 831. Goes in there. Okay, 936. Does that appear on either of these? Because they're not necessarily cut the same way. So that doesn't appear on either of those. So 936, and I just close that rather than open it. Okay, I'm all around this. Okay. This one ends at 935 in round, and this one starts at 937 in square. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That one starts at 937. Okay, this will be fun. So I'm just going to pause this and find out what my child wants. Yeah, this one was hard to find because of some weirdness that happened with the printing. I am going to bend those forward. Down, creature. No, I don't know what's in my wood stove. Okay. So 936 in square and 936 in round are both going to have to go in new bags, because I was actually starting to wonder whether or not I had, whether 936 was actually a number, and I was losing my mind because I couldn't find it anywhere. But for some reason, and there's no sticker. That is weird. Do you have 936 in round? Will the label come off nicely? No. Okay, so I am going to have to make 2 new ones. Okay. Let's get all of these 936 in here. And we get all of these 936 in here. And drop some in the tray. At least I was hovering over the tray, so that's something. Nine. And for some reason, 936 didn't get a label when I redid all of the DMC labels. I don't know why. It just didn't. I must have dropped one at some point. Okay, so now I need to the 936 on that label. There we go. That's in there. And just for kicks, I'm going to cut this flush. Okay. So that, okay. So 938 is the next color, so I'm going to see if I can find that one. And we'll do 937 if that's a thing. It does appear to be a thing, although I don't have any of the things. So 937, there's the square. And there's the round. And I think 937, I had neither, so we'll go ahead and make up 2 bags. I'm going to fold this dicky. Cut off the sticky. cut off the 937. There's the 7 round. So we'll do the same thing on this one. I'm a little concerned about my drills for my Heaven and Earth designs, because I ordered them from a newish company, and I just got an email from the woman who runs the company's husband. She's apparently gone into the hospital, and I have not received any of the drills from her yet, and I put this order in about 6 weeks ago. Apparently there's some orders that got sent back to them, and they're resending them. I don't know which category mine falls into. I know that the Postal Service is really, really screwed up, so I'm trying my best to be big girl and be patient. Especially when they have a emergency with her being ill. That label's not going to come off. That's not even the same label I normally use. That's the label. Yeah, that's not going to come off. So let me make a new bag for this one. 938 square. Oh, excuse you. Who said you could do that? But somebody responded to a post I'd made about the fact that I had ordered from them and I would let people know how it went and it was done. And that post is now 5 weeks old and I don't have anything in hand. I know they were having supply issues and it took them a while to get what they did have out to me, but it's now been a couple of weeks since that was shipped out and I still got nothing in hand. So I think I'm going to email I don't even know if I want to email the husband about this because it's dealing with a lot with her being sick. But one would think that if something was put in the mail a couple of weeks ago, I would probably have it by now. They are, actually I'm not sure if they're in province. They are Canadian. I'll have to check on that. Okay. Oh, to put the 938 round back without actually putting the drills from this project into it. So distracted. I also put an order in to We Have a Handle on This, which is a Canadian company that does diamond pens. They're also doing a custom crochet hook for me. And apparently that takes a while because they have to wait for the glue and stuff to cure. So I don't think it's been that long since I put that order in. I haven't received any notice that it's shipped. But I think I'm starting to come to the end of that one too. And yeah. Okay, so 3011. I have a round. You have a round with a sticker that will come off nicely. No. Hi.
I have come to get the never ending pump.
Child is stealing the candy. Okay. 3011. 37, 38, 9, 8, 10, 30, 45. No. Nope. 30, 46, 991, 943. Do not fall. You are not permitted to fall.
No, you are not. That thing is permitted to fall. Unless you want it to fall.
Well, then I would permit it to fall. $38.11. 30.11.
Permitting you means you are banning them from doing it.
No, that's not what permitting means. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, lovely. Static cling. There's a couple of white rogues in there. I suppose I should probably fish them out, but I don't feel like it. Okay, so this is 3011. Neither of these have the sticky peeled back. Here we go. That's after 3011. 3051. I'm going to be doing most of this sticker. I don't feel like doing this sticker. Bloom's kind of off the rose with this particular project. I do want to get it done. I don't want to be here forever. Oh, nope. This is the square one, so this has to go in the fresh bag. The other fresh bag. The one that doesn't have round drills in it. Let's not do that. $30.11. Okay, and then we'll peel the sticky on this one. After that, I have to go to 3051, which does not appear on these ones, of course. Of course. And we got 3011 for round. Okay. All right. Then this, get the tape peeled off. Another one bites the dust. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we want 30-50. 30-51. So there. Okay. 30-50. 37. 37. 33. 38. 38. 38. 700. 700. 800. 300. 800. 30. 51. There we are. 30-51. And we have to peel the sticky again. And now that I've got Queen on the brain, you got to be careful when you're comparing two works, because if you pull your lens out, an awful lot of movies look exactly the same. Sometimes you don't have to go far out for the movies to look really, really similar. Like the idea that Avatar is really Dances with Wolves in space is pretty on the nose. You don't have to pull the lens up all that far to see that. 30-51 is what I'm looking for. I don't have a card for 30-51. Or if I did, it got completely mucked up. Oh, yeah, it got completely mucked up. There it is. So 30-51. My can has no drills in there, so 2 fresh bags. $30.51 in round. Can go in there. And can go behind the card, 30.51. And we'll grab another bag. Put an insert in. Close the bag. $30.51. $30.51. Here we go. Okay, so that's off that one. 30.53. So let's look at 30.52 since it's in the middle, and I don't have either of those. So That's as easy as pulling out 2 bags. Putting inserts in them. The bag's a little shorter than other average, but I have this that came out of a shorter than average bag. So we'll stick that in there. And 3052. And hey, look, 3052. All right. And 3053, I has nothing in. So, very similarly, select a bag, put insert in bag. Very carefully dump drills in bags. So it's a little dicey when the container's one of the middle ones. $30.53. Then we do the same thing again. Insert. $30.53. And in it goes. And then 33.46 is the next one, which doesn't appear on these ones. Okay, so I'm gonna hunt out another sticker thingy. 33.46, 33.47, 33.48 are all in this one, so we'll be able to get all 3 of those in there. We just got to find them. No. 33.48. Oh, I'm betting 33.46 is probably on the bottom of one of these then. Yeah, they showed up in the print preview as being on one page and then printed up and actually ended up on another. So we're having some interesting things going on here. 38.48, 38.11. Okay, that's driving me insane. I think it went in the garbage. If it didn't, I will find it later. That's equally driving me insane. That doesn't need to be in there. Okay. 5. So I'm looking for 30. It's 37. I'm looking for 33. 33.48, so that's that one. I have to find the ones with the appropriate ones on the bottom. 33.46. There's the squares, and there's the round. And for some reason, it showed up on my preview as being on one page, and then when it printed up on another page. I don't understand that. I don't get it. Doesn't matter, though. Because in this case, we're going to fix it. Like right now. 33.46. I got nothing. Goes right in there. Okay. All right. $33.46. What the F?
What's the F?
You didn't hear that.
What do you mean? So
You didn't hear that.
Okay, I'll act like I didn't see that.
Please do. And you don't know what it means either.
Yes, I do know what it means.
No, you don't.
You do.
No, you don't. You think you know what it means.
I do know what it means, though.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You're not old enough to know what it means.
When I do, my sister said it.
No.
My sister said
Leave
it,
before you incriminate yourself.
though. Thank you for letting me not say the word.
Go. You do not need the last word in this. 2 years teaching them to walk and talk, and the next 16 teaching them when to sit down and shut up. Okay. Good thing I'm doing these now because they both came off. So 33.47 in round. Goes in here. Come on. Please tell me I closed that. Please, please, please. Ah, 33.46. 33.47. Oh, this is so awkward. Okay. 33.47 goes behind the 33.47 card, not the 33.46 card. Goes in there. Don't be weird. Okay, so now I have to do this side. That can go in there. This needs the sticky, then actually, screw it. This can also go in there. Okay. Okay, so we'll cut those apart like that. Come on. I have to wait for my thumbnail to decide to go between the backing. And the sticker. There we go. all this work. There we go. Actually, let's do this one before I peel that off and call it good. There we go. Okay. 3347. Then I have 3348 that needs to go away, which I also don't have it yet. Another one down. We're getting into the home stretch, people. We are getting there. I have 3 more to do. 3348. 2 bags. So yeah, a bunch of colors I didn't have before. In this one. It's always kind of exciting. Someday I'll have all of the colors. Okay, so 3348. Come on. I peel the sticky. We're doing this one too. Here we go. Peel the sticky. And slice it off. Okay. Alright, so 3348. I could technically do the next bunch because I do have a 3371 coming up, but I'm getting bored of this. So I can only imagine what it feels like for those who are probably still not watching. So 3350. I have neither bag. I might as well get it done. This video is already a ridiculous length as it is. So anybody who's still watching is probably a completionist. Let me know how many there are of you in the comments. I'll understand if the comments remain empty. 3350. This is a long video to stick with, and it's not terribly exciting, so I will forgive anyone who's already noped out. Okay. 350. 3354. I do have in square. $33.54. Oh, I didn't. I did. I labeled a bag of square round. I have a feeling this isn't going to stick too well now. And the toners come off. Oh, that's lovely. I'm still going to put it on. So I need 3354 in square. This is why multitasking works well in theory, not so well in practice. Okay. 3348. Okay, 3362 is the next one. 3362. I got nothing. Use a touch of trimming. In this case, it literally does not matter which side it goes into. This is a bigger bag, so I shouldn't need to trim this one at all. 3362. Okay. 3363. I have a square. The square pulls off. Yay! I like it when that happens. This is definitely the square, so let's do that. We'll pop that right back in. 3363. I know it seems like there's not a lot of numbers between 3348 and 3371. There really isn't. So now I'm doing 3364 and then 71 is the next one. But again, for 64, I don't have either color. Or either bag. So 3371 I think I have bags for. That's a fairly popular color. Should make sure I label the right thing with the right thing. Okay, so that's 3364, and that is literally the last one before I get into 3371, which is this one that needs to go away. These are both here, and they're both in big bags. That one ripped a touch, but I think we're good. 3371 round. Stick up the top. Tip our friends in. There's a fair bit of this one left. Oh, jeepers. And it's going everywhere. I am not going to find the ones on my carpet. I will have to let the vacuum get those. Okay. And 3371 in square. So there. And both of those go away. And that's the end of the 33s. So I'm going to trim these. So the next one is 3823, it looks like. This is one of the reasons I want to do this, because my handwriting, while I've seen much worse, is not terribly legible. So 3823. That's the ticket there. 37. 37. That was 38. Okay. 500s. 809. Starts at 3388. Nope. 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 3823. Nope. 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 There's the round. Eight, 27. 3823. There it is. Okay. Alright, so 3823. Let's see if I have any in here already. 21, 22, 23. I do not. So 2 fresh bags. This is kind of a creamy color. That's why I pulled the yellow out when I was originally looking at it, is because that might have gotten classed as a yellow. 38, 23 in round. Okay. $38.23. in round. And 3823. Losing my mind. 3823. And square. And I forgot to cut the sticky for that one, so I guess I'm doing it a little different way. Just a little differently. Here we go. 3823 in square. So now we gotta clean up. Got that cleaned up. Got that cleaned up. Goes. Garbage. There we go. And then we just need to take these two labels off and we will be all done with the moon storage kit. That was excruciatingly long. Okay. Oh, and I forgot about the 814 bag that's sitting there. That's okay. It's about time for some lives anyway, so I will probably go ahead and watch some lives and make baggies. This is all set up and ready for next time. So that's all I have for you. I'm sure it was more than most people bargained for. Anyone who's still here, hi! Sorry to have bored you for this long. And I will see you in the next one. Keep it spooky, guys. Bye.